What is up, YouTube? Mr. King coming at you live. I know it's been a while, starting the new year, 2022. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be learning about speed and how to calculate it. Okay? You don't have to do your notes this way, but this is a way that I find that helps, especially with math. On the left side, write the question in your own words. On the right side, write the answer. Try the question yourself first, and then fix your mistakes and have the correct answer at the end. If it has a star, that means it's important. Now you need to write it down. Okay. The essential question today, here's what you should be able to do by the end. You have a date in Sacramento. How fast do you need to drive if you have 30 minutes? Okay. So here's what we're doing today. Speed equals distance divided by time. Okay. So to calculate a car's top speed, experts calculate the quickest time it takes the car to go a mile. And then they'll use that calculation to get the top speed on the car. Okay? So please write down, to get something's speed, you take the distance it goes divided by the time it takes. Okay? Pause the video now and write it down. Next, practice problem number 1. This car, a Bugatti in Dubai, can cover 137 miles in 30 minutes. How fast is this car in miles per hour? Okay, pause the video now. Try and do it yourself. Hint, I gave you the time in minutes, but I asked you how fast it is per hour. So you'll have to do a little conversion. Okay? Hopefully you notice 30 minutes is half an hour. So you divide 137 divided by 0.5. So how you do it, you take 137 miles divided by 0.5 hours, and you get 274 miles per hour. That is the top speed on this Bugatti. And to put in comparison, my car, a Camry, 2018 Camry, is about 180 miles per hour top speed. Next one, remember, studies show that you learn best if you try to do something first. So when we do these problems, please try it yourself and then write down the right answer at the end. Next one, a transformer can cover 400 meters in 7 seconds. How fast is the car? In meters per second. That's the other unit of speed we'll be using, meters per second. So how fast is this car in meters per second? It goes around the track once in 7 seconds. Hopefully you know you divide them both. You do 400, the distance, divided by the time, 7 seconds, so you get 57.1 meters per second. Next one, now we're going to be using people. 2008, Usain Bolt set the world record for the 100-meter dash in 9.58 seconds. What was Usain Bolt's average speed? Okay? Remember, speed is the distance divided by time. Your answer should be meters per second. Okay? Hopefully you noticed 100 meters divided by 9.58 seconds will get you 10.44 meters per second. And a meter is a little bit over 3 feet. So he's basically going 30 feet in 1 second. All right? So we'll be covering a football field in 10 seconds. Okay, now to compare Usain Bolt to your average Joe. In the 10th grade, Mr. Keene set his personal record for the 400-meter dash in track in 59.6 seconds. What was Mr. Keene's average speed? Okay. Remember, speed is distance divided by time. If you put it in your calculator, take the distance divided by speed. Yep, that's really me. Way back when. I was upset that day because I missed the bus to the practice. Okay. Hopefully you know to divide 400 by 59.6. And that'll give you 6.7 meters per second. So that's how many meters I'm going per second. Now, try and compare the two. Usain Bolt, 10.4 meters per second. Me, 6.7 meters per second. Who is faster and by how much? All right, pause video now. Try and calculate it. Hopefully you know Usain Bolt is faster, but time to see our skill gap. Okay. If you subtract, you'll find out that Usain Bolt runs 3.73 meters per second faster. After every second he's running, he's going to be 3.73 meters ahead of me, or 12 feet. So after every second, he's going to have this big gap. I'm probably like back here. This is him. But every second, the gap's going to keep getting wider and wider. Okay? So this is just after 1 second, the gap. In 2 seconds, the gap will be twice as big if we both maintain the same speed. So that puts in perspective how much faster I need to get to be world class. Okay. Mental break. Okay, advanced problem. Now we're going to calculate distance. You need to use algebra. You want to calculate how far away San Francisco is from Sacramento. You drive to San Francisco on true cruise control at 60 miles per hour. It takes you 1.5 hours to get there. How far away is San Francisco from Sacramento? Okay. So, try and do some algebra. Hint, highlighted things that will help you. Remember, speed equals distance divided by time. Pause the video now. Try and solve it yourself first. Hopefully you noticed your equation will get you speed, but not distance. So to get distance, you have to do some algebra. So you multiply both sides by time, and you get distance equals speed times time. So you take the 1.5 hours it took you to get there, times your speed. That's how far away it is, 90 miles, approximately. So that's how you get distance. You take the speed you go times the time. Cool. And here's a little breakdown of the algebra. Make sure you have the new formula in your notes. Next one, challenge problem. The Batmobile moves 30 meters per second. How long will it take Batman to get to Arkham Asylum, which is 3,200 meters away, or 2 miles? Okay? Now, you'll need algebra again. Try and use the formulas we've discussed. Pause the video now and try and get the time it takes. Hint, I highlighted the important information. The speed is 30 meters per second. He's going through 200 meters. So what's the time going to be? Your final answer will be in seconds. Okay, so here's the algebra part. If distance equals speed times time, you're not done. To undo multiplication, you use division. So you divide both sides by speed, and you'll get time equals distance divided by speed. So that's how you get the time it takes. You take how far they go divided by the speed. So for the Batman case, Arkham's 3,200 meters away, and you divide it by the speed, 30, and it'll get 106.67 seconds. Okay? Please have the work and the formula all in your notes. Last question. The Batmobile, same problem, can go 30 meters per second. Arkham's 3,200 meters away. Joker is going to kill his next victim in 3 minutes. Will Batman make it in time? And if he doesn't make it, how much time will he have to stop the Joker? Okay? Hint, there are 60 seconds in a minute. Pause the video now and try and solve it yourself. Hopefully you noticed 106.7 seconds to get there. 3 minutes is 180 seconds. So if you subtract the two, you'll find that he has 73.3 seconds left over to stop the Joker. That should be enough time. Okay, last thing for your notes. Please answer, what did you learn today? And if Sacramento is 50 miles away from your house and you have 30 minutes to get there, how fast do you need to drive? Try and answer this essential question at the end. Thank you so much, everyone, for staying with me the whole time. I really do appreciate your support. Thank you, and have a great day.